Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, WWE will be streaming on ESPN, as the first event on ESPN is known as Wrestlepalooza. Now, I'm sure people are thinking, but why Wrestlepalooza? It could have been Bad Blood or something. WWE chose Wrestlepalooza because they wanted to stick it to Tony Khan, since Tony Khan is an ECW mark. And yes, Wrestlepalooza is a classic ECW pay-per-view name. They also wanted to put Wrestlepalooza on the same day as AEW's All Out. But this video was not about Tony Khan and AEW with their All Out show. This is about Wrestlepalooza. As of right now, there are 5 matches on the Wrestlepalooza card. I'm hearing that they might do a 6th match on the card, but we don't know about that yet. But for now, let me give you my predictions on what's going to happen at Wrestlepalooza. The first match I want to talk about is a tag team match, as the Usos reunite as they face Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed of The Vision. And every single week on Monday Night Raw, we have been getting the same main event over and over and over again. Every single week, it's a tag team match with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed taking on babyfaces like Jey Uso, LA Knight. Then the other week, Jimmy Uso, LA Knight. You get what I mean? But this is actually pretty interesting because the Usos are back together, but then Jey Uso has had problems with LA Knight. On Monday Night Raw, LA Knight was teaming with Jimmy Uso to face Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed in a main event. See what I mean? Same main event. And after the match, the same beatdown like always, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed attacking LA Knight and Jimmy Uso. Then we get Jey Uso coming out and saving them. But then this is where it catches on. LA Knight and Jimmy Uso look like they were about to be friends again. But then out of nowhere, LA Knight attacks Jey Uso. Now, not too long ago, Jey Uso attacked LA Knight. Now, this was LA Knight giving Jey Uso a receipt of what Jey Uso did to him the other week. But now people are speculating that this is going to lead to an LA Knight heel turn. The question is LA Knight actually going to turn heel? Because remember, LA Knight is still over with the crowd. And how does this affect Wrestlepalooza? Does this lead to Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed getting the win because of LA Knight? I don't know, but anything could happen. But who do I see win this match? I want to say the Usos, but I think with what I said, I think I'm actually going to stick with what I said. LA Knight going to screw the Usos to give the Bronze the win. Now the next match I want to talk about is for the Women's World Championship, as Io Sky goes one-on-one with Stephanie Vaquer. Now this is actually for the vacant Women's World Championship. Now why do I say vacant? Because Naomi, who was champion at the time, announced her pregnancy and relinquished her championship. Now, the week before that, Io Sky was supposed to face Naomi for the title. And then after that, Stephanie Vaquer was supposed to face whoever the champion was at Clash in Paris. So then we were like, what are they going to do for the Women's World Champion? Are they going to announce a tournament? Are they going to do a Battle Royal? Like, it's not fair, because Stephanie won a Battle Royal at Evolution, and Io Sky was supposed to face Naomi for the title. So they did the smart thing, and that's to have Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer fight for the Women's World Championship at Wrestlepalooza. Why? Because they are both the #1 contenders for the Women's World Championship. Now, who wins this match? It's kind of hard, to be honest. But then, you also have a story that includes Io Sky and the Kabuki Warriors, because Asuka has been losing her mind recently. She doesn't like that Io Sky has been hanging out with Rhea Ripley. Then we also had Nikki Bella. Now, I'm predicting, what if this leads to Stephanie Vaquer winning because of Asuka? Asuka could be the reason why Io Sky is not champion. And this is going to be leading into arguments and maybe some fights on Monday Night Raw, weeks after Wrestlepalooza. I don't know, but I think that's pretty interesting right there. Now, the next match I want to talk about is for the WWE Championship, as Cody Rhodes goes one-on-one with Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre always had his eyes set on the WWE Championship for a very long time. I mean, look, this technically started when Drew McIntyre moved to SmackDown. You remember Drew McIntyre telling Cody, one day, it's going to be you and me for that title. And here we are. So this all started when Drew McIntyre viciously gave Cody Rhodes a Claymore kick on the bottom part of the announce table, having Cody Rhodes being out for a couple of weeks. Cody was out for a couple of weeks because he had to go film Street Fighter, which he's in the movie, by the way, along with Roman Reigns. So on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre was facing Randy Orton one-on-one, and during that match, Drew McIntyre was going to do the same thing as he did to Cody Rhodes. Then Cody Rhodes made his return, came out and attacked Drew McIntyre, and then he said, "Guess what? I'll be seeing you at Wrestlepalooza." And as of today, it's Thursday. Cody Rhodes is going to come out on SmackDown, and he's going to address Drew McIntyre. Now, who do I see winning this match? I really want to go with Drew McIntyre, but I think they're going to give it to Cody because he just won the title back at SummerSlam against John Cena, and I don't think he's losing it until he probably might lose it to Randy Orton or something, I don't know. But I will tell you, this is only the beginning of Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre's rivalry. Now the next match I want to talk about was actually announced as the main event for WrestlePalooza, as John Cena faces his fear as he goes one-on-one with the returning Brock Lesnar. Now the question that everybody has been asking is, why did Brock Lesnar attack John Cena at SummerSlam? Ever since that, we've always asked that question, and it reminds me of the time where we were trying to ask, why did Brock Lesnar attack Cody Rhodes on the Raw after WrestleMania? Which the answer was nothing. And now, we're doing the same thing here, and the answer is, well, nothing. I mean, we got Brock Lesnar having another appearance on SmackDown, which I'm assuming is tomorrow. Do we finally get an explanation on why Brock Lesnar attacked John Cena? I doubt it. So who wins this match? You know, come on. I gotta go with my man John Cena. This dude has, like, what, 5 dates left now? Which is crazy because he could have used those 36 dates to face AJ Styles, I don't know, Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. Oh wait, he already faced Cody Rhodes. What am I talking about? John Cena's got to get this win. Brock Lesnar doesn't really deserve to get the win. And I hope that this is a one-off too. Because if Brock Lesnar is actually going to have a trilogy with John Cena, and this is John Cena's final rivalry, what are we doing here? WWE really flopped with John Cena's retirement tour. Now the last match I want to talk about is a huge mixed tag team matchup. Seth Rollins teams with Becky Lynch to take on CM Punk and the returning AJ Lee. This is going to be AJ Lee's first match back in WWE in 10 years. And the story leading into this is completely perfect. It all started when CM Punk was about to win the World Heavyweight Championship from Seth Rollins, and it led to Becky Lynch having her inclusion to the Vision. Then it led to CM Punk getting slapped by Becky Lynch nonstop, and it forced CM Punk to bring back his wife, AJ Lee. And everybody knew where this was going. It was going to lead to a mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza. So on Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch went face-to-face with CM Punk and AJ Lee. It was their final face-off before their mixed tag team match, which led to AJ Lee getting her first bump in 10 years. As we were trolled that Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch were about to split up, but then it was a troll this whole time. So who wins this match? Come on. It's gotta be CM Punk and AJ Lee. And AJ Lee's gotta get the win for her team. And I know it's going to lead to AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch one-on-one for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And when you think about it, that thing's more important than the freaking world title. And as for CM Punk and Seth Rollins, I don't think this feud is going to end anytime soon. But ladies and gentlemen, those were my WrestlePalooza predictions. What are your WrestlePalooza predictions? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the notification bell for more videos. Follow me on Twitter at EthanStoyShow, and I'll see you in the next one.